This GST madness, we have not fixed it yet. And the GST has been a disaster. The worst would be if some NBFC or banks close down. And then it leads to run on people withdrawing their money. And then, of course, other banks will close down. Then further bankruptcies, folding up of banks which have a very heavy load of NPAs. No, it's not at all the bottom. If you don't rectify the situation, of course you'll hit the bottom. But I think the next 3 months you should see some really bad economic development if you don't take the necessary steps. The short answer is they have not got me as finance minister.
We'll come back to that.
They have not lowered these interest rates.
You mentioned that.
They have not raised the rates of return on fixed deposits. They have not the income tax harassment. They have not done anything about it. This GST madness, we have not fixed it yet. And the GST has been a disaster. And therefore, there are so many things they can do, but they have not done it. They've got economists, but the economists must have nerves, no? They must be able to say on the face of the Prime Minister, you got it wrong. But then they should know, they should carry their resignation letter in their pockets if they want to do that. But I know the economists, when they talk to me, they say, I can't say these things. And therefore, the fact is that all the decisions, naturally the Prime Minister is a focal point. It has to reach him. And if it reaches him, then his PMO must tell him, yes, these are good ideas. But the PMO, I know that doesn't support, at least my letters which go to the Prime Minister don't get supported. So basically the issue is that I don't think that in the government at the level of the Prime Minister, there is a recognition that we have a major crisis. As far as artificial intelligence is concerned, it has been, Indians are capable. There are most of the people in NASA, for example, they are Indians who are there. And NASA itself has a journal called Journal of Artificial Intelligence where they have published an interesting article that artificial intelligence can only succeed if we have a data bank, which then guides the robot to make the decisions. And the question was, they did a research on in what language shall we store all this knowledge that we have acquired over the years. And obviously they tried many languages and ultimately came to the conclusion, and this is there in the Journal of Artificial Intelligence of NASA and can be accessed by going to Google. And they came to the conclusion that the only language which is proper for storing knowledge in a computer is Sanskrit. So obviously we have, our DNA is structured in such a way that artificial intelligence will be no difficulty, just like software has been no difficulty for us. So yes, we need a focus. We need to spend a lot of money. Some of it may go waste, no problem. But it has to be taken on a war footing like the Chinese have done. We have not done that. We just talk about it here and there. But we have got a lot of experts in America who are Indians who could be brought back, seduced to come back.
Prime Minister Modi has stopped talking about digital economy.
Yes, he stopped talking about many things. He stopped talking about Vikas now. So understandable. And the issue is that it's not, your question was whether we have some shortcoming. We have no shortcoming in this at all. Artificial intelligence in no time can be picked up. Why only artificial intelligence? The hydrogen fuel cells for automobiles, that will completely free us from the Arab countries of our dependence on oil. And if the world starts using this hydrogen fuel cells, then I think the Arabs will have to go back to their camels and tents. They will not be able to sell oil at all. It will become such a glut. So the Americans have, in fact, done a bit of it through shale oil, but that's an oil replacement of an oil. But this way, there are many innovations, and innovation is the key thing for any country.
Coronavirus, you want to talk?
Yeah, coronavirus, you see, will be over this summer, because those germs can't stand the heat. And both China and India have plenty of heat. So India is anyway secure, because so far we have been saved a major catastrophe. But once summer comes, these germs will die. They won't survive.
Much over here.